All right. Hello, hello, hello. All right. All right. Just doing some tests. I don't have system audio right now, so I don't know why. But it doesn't actually matter. So I think we'll just let it be. Yeah. So welcome back. I know it's been a while, so we'll get back into it here. Um, just checking some stuff real fast. And hopefully everybody can actually hear me. Yeah, anyways, getting back into. Actually, I wonder if it's because. It's not that. I don't know why it's being weird. Anyways, we are going to get into some Stadium Creator again. I have been busy, let's put it that way. Let's see. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, let's just say I've been kind of busy. So, starting off, we can kind of just go through what I've done. You'll see some of these in future videos, obviously. But starting off with the franchise, basically we have the A's going to Portland. So that is where I started off. But yeah, you can kind of see where this is going. I have a couple of my Rays ballpark, my Chicago ballpark, or Nashville ballpark, Providence Park, and then Nike. So we'll start off at Providence Park. This is weird that I don't have audio, but it's all right. Okay. I'm gonna put it in the actual video too, but I don't know if anybody watching this will know. This was PGE Park, which somebody created in, I want to say MLB The Show 23 or 24. I took it from them. I don't know who originally created the stadium though. I downloaded it from like Big Dog something 21. But if anybody knows who actually created the ballpark, they did a good job. But anyway, so this was PGE Park, which is an actual place in Portland. It's where the Portland Beavers played. But then they turned it into a soccer stadium, and that's where the Portland Timbers play. So this one was actually kind of fun. I redid a lot of it, but I actually kind of created the soccer stadium first, which I kind of had fun with. So actually behind this, we have what the actual soccer stands are. So in real life, it looks like that kind of thing. And then the soccer field goes a long way that way. So basically, I just made up this scenario that they turned it from PGE Park into Providence Park, which is the home of the Timbers, and then we're just kind of saying that they, instead of the Athletics spending money to fix up the Sacramento ballpark, that they fixed up this one instead and turned it back into a baseball use stadium. So created the actual soccer decks, and then yeah, the soccer stadium has those stands that come out, and then this is kind of the corner. I can't do too much with the batter's eye, but yeah, and then it just looks like that. So that part didn't actually change. And then I just redid. I basically created this whole top section. Everything above that line, basically, that level. And then all of this, redid some of the building, added some stuff there, added some faces to the wall, and then redid this building over here. So I kind of like how it turned out. It's been fun to play with in franchise so far, so did not delete that though. Whoops. That's weird. Okay. Anyways, so that is where the A's in my franchise are playing right now. So I think it turned out really, really cool. So I'm pretty happy with that one. And it's been fun to play with. So yeah, so that's that one. So now the one I'm even happier about is I've been working on, we're going to call it Nike Park, which is it's based on the new design that they actually want to build in Portland. So basically my franchise, I'm going to have them play at Providence Park that first year or two, and then keeping like a realistic timeline, we'll have them move into Nike Park. Make sure it's right. Yeah, we'll have them move into Nike Park in like year 2 or 3 of the franchise. This one turned out pretty sweet. I like this one a lot now. So yeah. That's kind of the overview of it. That one might actually be, need some screenshots still, so yeah, I really like how this one turned out. Played a few games, had to make some adjustments, but that kind of gives you the overview of that. And I've been playing around with the backgrounds in these a lot too, so trying to actually make the background look good, especially at night, which I think I did with this one. So it looks pretty sweet. Might have to get another screenshot there. Yep. Yeah. I like how this one turned out a lot. So we've got a little bar area down here with the statue. We got the batter's eye. That's a little restaurant area. Got the seating for the first deck down here. We've got a second deck that you can get to from here. And then that drops down into this like bar area, which I think is pretty cool. And then we've got like her box seating up here. So actually go inside it. So that would be your view from the box seating, which is a pretty good view. So not bad. I did base this on the actual site that they want to build it, which is why I kind of kept to that design a little bit too, for the most part. But it's a really cool site. I really hope they actually build one there. So it is right on the Willamette River, and then across the way isn't. It's not downtown. It's kind of the outskirts. Downtown would be. Downtown Portland would be over there. And then it would span like out there kind of thing. So it's a pretty cool site. And I, for one, actually hope that they build it there, but we'll see. So yeah, really like how that one's turning out. Like I said, this one's done. So we'll probably get a video made for this one at some point here. And then yeah, I think that one looks cool. Pretty happy with that one. So then we'll get into some of the other ones that I've worked on. And ones that we're actually going to work on tonight. So let's see. I do have some of the other ones from last year as well. So Ybor Park is still here. Haven't uploaded it to the vault yet again, but that's my Chicago White Sox one for if they actually stayed in Chicago. But it looks like the site that they want to build that on was bought out already, so that's not looking good for them. And then I created a new Kansas City ballpark. I don't think that's yeah. I've updated it a little bit, but yeah, got a new Royals ballpark that I'll move them into in franchise as well. So okay, so we can show you. Oops. I like to actually have the team that I created these for selected when I go into the stadium. So So this one is also based on the actual site. I don't know that it's really looking good, but I was originally gonna put the Rays in Orlando in my franchise, and then all the stuff came out about them selling the team to a team in or to a group in Tampa. So I was only like 3 games into my franchise, so I just decided to start over and keep them in Tampa and then create the ballpark in Ybor City. So that's this one. Looks kind of crazy from the outside, but this is one that we'll work on tonight here too. But basically, yeah, this is based on the site in Ybor City. So you got the highway going there. There's a port right here that has, it's actually like a cruise ship port right here, but the cruise ships in this game are just massive. So I just decided not to use it. I don't know where it is. Yeah, they're just ridiculously large, which maybe that's to scale, but just seemed weird. Got another big in real life, but not that big. But anyways, this is the Ybor City one right now. Haven't finished it obviously, but we're creating like a little party area with the pool right here. Still need to merge all this together. Then we've got some seating in right field with a little entrance down here that actually goes to a little party area here with the fountain bar. Got party area up top here that I need to make a better way to get to because that's not going to work. But then I've got my pterodactyls that are acting as my manta rays in the tank. So we have the 2 tanks on each side. It's kind of like loosely based on both of their designs. So both the St. Pete one that they were going to build and then the Ybor City build. And then just change some stuff on my own to make it how I like it more. So yeah, that one's coming along. I like it so far, but it definitely has some work to do. Especially now that we're going to get into a memory crunch, so kind of deciding what I need to change. But the same thing. Played with the lighting a lot in the back with that one. So I think that looks pretty sweet. And then, yeah, so home plate's going to look like that. Which I think is pretty cool. And I've been playing around with the scoreboards too, just to try different ones out. I had the bigger one out there, and then thought it was too big at the time, but maybe, I don't know. Was using this one. So it enclosed it more, but I don't know. I might go back to it. At least for one of the walls. I don't think I need it on both sides, but since it is a dome that's probably going to be climate controlled, it would make sense to kind of close it off more. I just like how that scoreboard looks, but it's so big. Anyways. Yeah, that one's coming along pretty well. And then we'll get into the last one. So this will be the other one for my franchise, which I put it as the White Sox, but in my franchise, they're the Nashville Stars, so they'll have a different color scheme, which would be starting. So they'll look like this. So we'll have some different logos and whatnot, but that's how they look in my franchise right now. So that will obviously change with this color schemes on the displays, but takes a while to load. This one's cool though. I got kind of on a roll with it. And with all these, I tend to, when naming them, I tend to just like look up the biggest companies in that city and then figure out like which one would be a good sponsor for a ballpark. So that's how I got Hyatt Park, because Hyatt's one of the largest companies in Chicago. So I figured that would be a cool name for it. Paycor is one of the biggest ones in Nashville. Yeah, make sure I load the right one. So we'll load this one last because I'll actually work on this one now. But yeah, this one kind of got on a roll with, and I'm pretty happy with it. Pretty excited to play in it. So this one is based on another actual site. So that is the current site of the Nissan Stadium in Nashville. So basically just tearing down that one. They built, this was also the fun part, is they built a new Nissan Stadium right next to the old one. So I put at least what I could to give it kind of a face, but put the new Nissan Stadium front here. We'll see if I can go back and actually edit it some more, but I'm massively running out of memory with this one. So yeah, the idea is that they demolished old Nissan Stadium, built a new one, which it would go that way. So that's kind of like one of the end zones. That's how it looks. And then build a ballpark where the old Nissan Stadium was. So that's what we have right now. I'm playing around with the retractable roof, which you would obviously need in Nashville. Yeah, so this one's turning out. I like how this one's turned out a lot. So then you got the road right here. You got like a walking bridge that goes across the river. Across the river, you just got like an embankment. There's like a little kind of dock across the way. It doesn't have a crane. Then you got like a walkway, and then this is where they never been to Nashville, but this would be where they like buried the Vanderbilt goalpost. It's in the water. I was trying to see if I could find the prop that actually just was like a goalpost, but couldn't find one. Not yet. And then, yeah, it's a cool site. So then right across the river, there's like a row of smaller buildings, and then you have downtown Nashville, essentially. So you've got the arena, you've got like the music museum. So I just basically brought up the satellite images and based it on that a little bit. So this one's cool. I like this one a lot. So it's your night view. Been playing around with the night view a lot more in MLB The Show 25. So yeah, I think that looks cool. Need to work on the lights inside the stadium, but yeah, I think that one's gonna be cool to play at. So yeah, this one you have just kind of pretty typical seating. You got your box seats here. So they would look out at downtown. So it's a pretty cool view. Kind of tough to beat. And then in the outfield, you got your batting cage. You've got like a little statue area. I need to bury some more heads, but it works for now. And then got like an upper deck, lower deck. You got your camera well for your TV camera. So you got that looking for home plate. That's what you would see on your broadcast. Got some stuff under here, but there's not actually anything under there. Just fenced it off. Upper deck, just not much to it. Just like a walking path to get to the seats, and then that goes down into this area, which is like a party deck. Got a bar. Have not added people to that one yet, but then you got the party deck up top, so they've got a nice view of the game. And then a semi-covered party deck down below too. So then obviously with this one, it's gonna change because I need memory back, but yeah, basically just need to tidy up this corner underneath here. Get some depth with these so there's not grass behind it. And then get something behind this here. And then I think that one is good. So that's why I say this one is probably 99%ish, 90%, I think is what I put it at. So yeah, this one was fun. So, as cool as Nissan Stadium has been, I have had to. It did have more to it, but I've had to pick apart at it just to get some memory back. So, I'm running out of things to pick out. Yeah, I like how this one's turning out too. Not even sure what else they'll let me build. Let's find out. So the idea back here. Actually, I'm gonna do this instead. I don't know when it's gonna cut me off at some point here, but that was kind of perfect, huh? Okay. Memory. Okay. So we need to find some stuff that we can take away. Don't know what that's gonna be. Might actually be our bridge. Oh, I don't want to though. Right, let's find. Try to get some of these out of the way. Bum, 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 bum. Just trying to find stuff that we can take out. Problem is, we're gonna need a decent amount. Stadium might have to go. Or just these. Let's see what happens. That guy's back to 98%. All right, let's see what we can do with that. Just gonna take one of these. Ooh. So that can be deleted. Use one of these over here. If we do that, then we move that over there. Now we might be able to get the staircase. This is my favorite concession stand because it takes up so much. It's a good one when you're trying to save memory. And you can close things. So that looks pretty cool. Like that. And we're out of memory again, so we need to figure something else out. Okay. What we could do connect to that. No idea. But just to save a little bit of space. think we can delete that whole row. And then just build it out using this instead. Just do it that way instead. Okay. All right. So that saved us a couple of percentage points. Could probably dig into some of this stuff too, but we'll see what we can avoid. So need some people. Okay. And we already have people up there, so let's try this instead. I think that looks better. Okay. All right, we're getting there. So the question is what to do with that corner. think first things first, I think we want this to curve in a little more. I don't think it's gonna let me build another one. Yeah. I think you have to be at 95% to add stands. So might do that actually. We'll save this just because if I delete some stuff and it doesn't work, then it doesn't make sense to redo it all. But all right. See what happens. I know these take up a lot of memory, so let's see what happens if I delete these two. Oh, it's slow. What is under there? Nothing? Really did have a lot of those. So we might be able to fake that without using that actual asset. Because I think that takes up like 7% on its own or something like that. Maybe not. But we're back down to 96%. So let's see if we can. There we go. I like those lining up, so let's do one more. Hmm. A bit horrible alignment. What was that? Wasn't even close. Okay. So with that, then realistically that should come out. That should be okay. Okay, so then yeah, probably. I like where that one's at. Okay. We need to save this and reload it though, because it's getting very slow. We'll do this one as the backup, I guess. Okay. I'm just gonna give it a fresh reload. I will be right back. Give me 1 minute. I don't know if this is going to be the right size, but we'll find out. All right. We are back. I know that the RB screen is messed up, but didn't matter. I'll get it fixed another day. I record some stuff in 1440p, so I have to go back and edit some stuff. But anyways, so the room down here gets a little hot, so I just had to step out for a second. Yep, we'll see if we like this or not. But anyways, let's get back to it. All right, that's better. So with that, I think we can end. That needs to end there. Small one. There we go. With that, we can move that back farther now. Move it to like there. So I think that has to be our tunnel. Hey, what's up? How have you been, man? Good, man. Can't complain. That. All right. Are they really? I didn't know they were actually doing that. How did I miss that? Maybe I just haven't checked in a while, but I wish they would have the like Field of Dreams game. I don't think they have that stadium in the game. That is interesting. That is a weird stadium. The Speedway one is. Like some of those seats behind are so far away. All right, let's fake this. Let's use another one of these. Maybe. Really like like that, but really we would need from like there. Let's see how much this adds. I don't know. I kind of agree with that. Like I get that it's the MLB doesn't want it, but like why the heck would you want that if you're like a Rays fan, you know? If you're the Rays and you make a playoff game and all of a sudden your playoff game is a neutral site where I don't know, why the heck would you want that as a Rays fan or player, you know? Like I get MLB wants the attendance, but the Rays or A's would instantly lose any like home field advantage that they had. Because they wouldn't even be playing at their home. It'd be like an away game, basically. Yeah, I saw that too. That one's weird. I don't know about that. No, they're. I get that it's like gaining popularity, but they still like lose $40 million or something like that every year. Something like that. But they're making bank off of the Caitlin Clark stuff. Saw something where they're like selling the like club seats for like 70 grand or something like that. Yeah. I haven't either. Honestly, I couldn't even name all the teams. But I don't. I also just don't follow basketball a lot in general. But it is kind of. It's kind of weird. I was watching like Pat McCaffrey, like his bit on it. I think I kind of agree with him. Just like the fact that it's like a professional basketball league and they're making like 60 grand. That's kind of weird to me. Like I think when he was mathing it out, it's like if you pay all of them like 70 grand right now, at least give them like 100 grand. And I think it adds like $4.4 million to the total or something like that, is what he said. So you'd be like 44 million instead of 40. But yeah, after like it's a lot different if that's the question of like, hey, let's pay them all like like 6 figures, you know, like 100 grand versus making what NBA players make. That's just crazy to me. Guess we're sticking with this road. Probably for both of them, because the other one's gonna eat up all my memory. Oh, and I think I dismantled that too. Crap. Well, I know it sounds terrible, but why don't they lower the rims? Like, kind of not kidding. Like, if they just lowered the rims to like 8 or 9 feet, right? Like 9 foot rims, where more of them would like dunk and stuff. It's not like a knock on them, but there's like six. I don't know. I'm just making that up. There's probably like what 10 people in that league that can dunk it, maybe. So it's like, just let them dunk it. I don't know. Don't know why they need to have 10-foot rims. I think even just doing that would help them, you know? Let them play. Just, just give them trampolines. Just like a trampoline basketball league. Alright, let's figure out how this is gonna work. Do, 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 do. What are we gonna do with this? Oh yeah. What's it a tattoo of? Do you even want to know? Under YouTube posts. Alright, check it out. Let's see if I can. See if I can view your profile now. Do that. Oh god. Doesn't surprise me. I expect nothing less from you. That's funny. Alright, I think we'll turn this into like a... I don't know how. Let's see. Nice. Yeah. Crazy stuff. Oh man. Maybe we do something like... Oh, nice. Yeah, AI is wild, man. This is what we're gonna do. Let's take that. Family's good, man. Just keep him busy. Keep him very busy. Yeah. I don't know. My mom was in town for a while and then it's like every weekend for the next, I don't even know how long, like next 2 months. I'm like just busy. I don't know. How's yours doing? Dun, 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 dun. Is that 1, 2? Back up to 99. Jesus. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, politics. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Nice. It's good to hear. It's always good when the family's good. Oh, yeah. Let's do that instead. These three of them, huh? to the next save. Not bad. Bum, 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 bum. So if we did that, oh shoot. Oh, actually, let me, okay. Oh, crap. Feeds into that, though. Can't have that. Oh, let's see. Hmm. Dang it. Alright. Back to 100%. I think that'll look better without stands there. I think that'll look fine. Oh man, I have to delete some more stuff though. Hmm. All right. It's coming along though. Some crazy popping going on now. I wonder. A rowdy hotel guest. Nice. Sounds good. Thanks for stopping by, man. It's been a long time. I know. It's definitely nice chatting with somebody else instead of just myself. So I appreciate you. There. A little more interesting. And we saved a piece, so. Okay. All right. Cool. I like that better. This is one that I like at night too. What's going on? That seems weird. Okay. Okay. Should optimize that a little bit. All right, 100%. What the? Oh, we're gonna start deleting now. Let's just do this. We'll make this. This should honestly give us. Whoa. Okay. That'll be fine. Hmm. All right, save that. Oh man. All right, we'll get that back in the normal save file. All right, let's see what we can do with this now. All right, so we have that in there. Ooh. All right. Should probably find. Hmm. All right, so would have to be. Goodness. Something like that in there. That's kind of cool. Jeez. Dang it. Ah. That might work. That might be better. Save us some memory. Since we still have to delete something else. Do that. There we go. Gets us back to 99. Alright, I think we'll save it there again. Oh man. Boo 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 boo. Sweet. All right. On that note, I'm gonna probably have to call it a night here. Got some other things I need to finish up before I can go to bed. But just wanted to get a stream in here, just to number one, test the streaming software again to make sure I have things set up, which I don't. So I'll go back and fix some of that, and then also just to kind of show what I've been working on, and then just try and complete some of these. Yeah, I'm really happy with how the Providence Park one turned out and the other Portland one, and then I'm really happy about this one too. This one's been a lot of fun. Wish the memory thing wasn't an issue, but I get it. So it's cool though. I like this one. Yeah, so next up in terms of content, I'll try to stream every once in a while, just Stadium Creator. Otherwise, franchise is underway again after the intro. I have the first episode played out. Just got to finish editing it, so that should be ready probably for next week. If I'm being real, I'm going to be out of town this weekend at a softball tournament, so I will not be editing. And then, yeah, we'll have a couple of Stadium Creator videos coming out, Providence Park, and then probably the Portland one too. And then, as I kind of mentioned in the comments, we'll have, or in the post, I'm going to do like a deep dive video too. So I'll do that for the Charlotte one, and then all the ones after that. So I do that one first. Otherwise, look for Providence Park and then the franchise episode, and then we should have some more stadiums coming out too. So, yeah, just kind of wanted to give you the update on all of these. I was pretty excited to show them. So, I just like how they look at night now. I think that's been a big help. I never fully paid attention to the backdrops a lot before. And it's probably more so because I never really built stadiums that were near like a waterfront with low backgrounds, because I've always built MLB ballparks. So I think that's been part of it too. But yeah, it's been fun creating the Nashville one and the Portland one. I think they're both turning out pretty well. But on that note, I'm going to call it a night here. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for stopping by and watching. I know this is a late night stream. It's kind of just when I can do it, so I fully expect it. If anybody has comments or questions on anything, feel free to comment. I'll respond. So it's kind of how I do it when I do the late night streams. I kind of know everybody's likely in bed, so yeah, feel free to comment. Let me know if you have any questions, and then follow along if you want. Also, I'll be doing more Farming Simulator content as well. That's being edited right now, so if you want to look for that, that's on my other channel. And then same with Star Citizen. I'll probably get back into that a little bit more too. Family's keeping me busy though, so we'll see. Yeah. Highly doubt that my ending screen is gonna work, so let's just see. Ending background. Yeah, that's good. I don't know why that's weird too. I have no idea. Just testing this out because I'm very baffled. Oh well, we'll do it anyways. It's not gonna have the background, but I'll give you an idea. Anyways, thank you all for stopping by. Let me know if you have any questions and follow along, and we'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.